I'm motivated by fear. I hate being scared to do something.
Yeah.
I hate the feeling that I had before I had a meeting with Quincy Jones, because it was really Quincy Jones and a guy named Benny Medina and Jeff Pollock came with the idea for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I hated being scared, like that I didn't want to even take the meeting. There were opportunities during when my first year as a rapper. Bill Cosby and the people on the Cosby Show had seen my music video and called me to
be a character,
to come and try out for the Cosby Show. And just every time it was set up, for some reason I couldn't make it. The fear, I just hated that being scared to do something. And I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of. If I was at the Arsenio Hall show, and I remember the first time being at the Arsenio Hall show, and I really felt I felt dwarfed at the Arsenio Hall show. Hollywood was so much bigger than the music that I was making. I felt scared. So I walked right up to Arsenio. Oh, what's up, man? What's going on, man? My name is Will Smith. I'm gonna be a big dog out here in a minute. You don't know me yet, but I'm gonna be big. And I started developing the habit of attacking things that I was scared of.
The daily confrontation with fear has become a real practice for me since about 3 years ago. I went skydiving in Dubai, right? And skydiving is a really interesting confront with fear, right? So what happens is you go out the night before and somebody says, yeah, we should go skydiving tomorrow. And you go home, you by yourself, you're like, and you're terrified. You keep imagining over and over again jumping out of an airplane, and you can't figure out why you would do that. So you wake up the next day and you go, down and you say where you were going to meet and everybody's there. You're like, oh, shit. All right, cool, right? So you get in the van and you don't know that your friends had the same night that you had because they're pretending like they didn't. They're like, yeah, man, my uncle's a Navy SEAL and, it's going to be great. I've been looking forward to this. And you're like, oh, my God. And your stomach is terrible. You can't eat and everything, but you don't want to be the only punk who doesn't jump out of this airplane. So you do a thing, and what you do is your first jump, you're attached to a guy who is going, he's in life on the other side of terror. On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life. Here, how about this? So I had such a mystical, powerful spiritual experience. I flew home and got my sons, and I went back, and 10 days later, my sons jumped, right? Yeah. It was so Jaden went first, right? Jaden wants to do everything first. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, my sons are going to have this crazy experience. And then Jaden went out of the airplane. And I was like, Then my oldest son, Trey, goes up and he goes out of the airplane. So I told the dude, I was like, listen, I want to see them go out, but I also want to see them land. And he's like, no, it's cool. So this time we went out and we did the straight bullet, and I just went straight down past them. Right, did the bullet straight past, pulled the chute late, landed, and then videoed them coming down. But it was like they had the same thing, the same experience with the fear. But that I'm telling you, the confrontation with fear is an absolute magical way of facing the things we have to do in this life. You know, forget security, live for experience, right? So with that, every morning when I get out of the bed, you know, I haven't fixed everything in the world yet, so there's always something to do. And in this film, I read an interesting quote for the Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. He said, good people have to get out of the bed every day and try to empty the ocean with a ladle, right? So try to empty the ocean with a soup spoon, you know, as the mentality of how you wake up every day to try to do good in the world. So for me, I'm really driven by continually trying to elevate my mind and elevate my spirit and care for my body, and to be able to love as many people as effectively as possible with this mystery of life that I've been given.